Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in today's video we have a new game system. It's an 8-bit NES clone. So I picked this thing up secondhand from the Dutch marketplace and I was thinking I need to pick it up. I just needed to have it because I wanted to show you here on the channel. So this is, I think we cannot, let's say, compare this with the cheap versions I bought from China last couple of years. This is the game cassette next to. It says here something about 8+1. I have really no clue what this is all about. And I think this is more like a special edition or something. So what you can see over here, it's just a basic kit. And it comes with 2 controllers. And I'm very curious. It's only supported Famicom cards. And I cannot personally read all of these texts over here. But nevertheless, let's do a little bit of an unboxing and let's see what we're going to get because I'm very curious about it. And of course, how good is the quality? Alright, need to open it up like this. Alright, so this is what you're going to get inside the packaging. Ooh. But before we're going to open it up, the game cassette computer next to. It's, so far I understand, a Japanese release. I didn't got the free games that came with it, so that's a little bit of a shame. But yeah, we can't complain. I hope the system itself works. It looks pretty cool, and the form factor is something I personally have never seen before. And what I understand is back at the day with these, let's say, clones of the NES, is that when Nintendo didn't make the NES systems anymore, it was a big hype that you can buy in different systems in Japan. Nevertheless, nowadays we can find a lot of Chinese clones that are not even the same quality like this version. The quality of the original Nintendo can never be defeated by these, let's say, basically clone systems. The question always remains when you're getting one of these, are they still working? Because there are a lot of problems. I've reviewed a lot of different versions nowadays and I can tell you, not all of them are working. But that's always more like the gamble you need to take with these systems. The connection itself, it's old school AV out. And I think the AV out is also a gamble because some of these systems have a very good AV out, but some of them have a pretty poor signal. So that is also a little bit of a gamble. So let's talk about the controllers, because the controllers are most of the time the same form factor like this. It's so funny if you're buying cloned Japanese versions, most of the time the controller look like this or the mold. So but at the end we're going to get these very flimsy cables and I must say the D-pad, what is this? Look at this, the D-pad, I have never seen something like this. It's like a wiggle D-pad or so. Yeah, this is just, oh my god, look at the buttons. And oh my god, they are chemical. Oh. Alright, so let's take a close look at the cotton power supply. But what I noticed with the power supply is this is, let's see, a 9 volts. But in the past I did see some 6 volts. So there's always more like the question, what kind of voltage are they using? Here we have the AV out cable. But let's take a close look at the game system itself. It comes with some manuals, but we're going to take a close look at it later. So the form factor itself is pretty unique. I have never seen this before. Living power, select. Oh, feels really cheap. But the cover itself is very unique. It's not sticky, but it clicks over here, so you can even move it around a little bit. I have never seen this before. And then you click it. Okay, that is really cool. Alright, so what you can do is grip yourself again. And it needs to go in here. So that's it. At the back we're having an RF unit. That's something you don't see very often. And we're having AV out, or nevertheless just yellow for the image and the white one for the audio. We're also going to open it up because I'm very curious what we're going to get. But first, let's see if it even works. Let's grab ourselves this weird controller. Yeah, the manual itself, it's pretty basic. So there's not really a lot to show you over here. I can always recommend when you're messing around with these old Famicom clones, get yourself a new power supply. The best is just one that you can adjust if you need to swap between systems. So that is something I'm going to do now, and let's go. Alright, so a funny thing is with these clone consoles, always the question, do I get it working? Because I'm powering on the system, this is what I'm going to get. Yeah, I was trying a multi-game card because I know for a fact these things are brand new or barely loose, so I know the connectors itself are in working condition. Yeah, and it's even getting worse than the previous reboot, so nevertheless... No. To be honest, I'm really getting pissed now, because why doesn't this stupid thing work? Alright, so that seems that this thing is not working anymore, so why not throw with it? Pure satisfaction. Yeah, to be honest, it really pisses me off. So I know what I'm getting myself into when I'm making these reviews, because at the end, sometimes they're not working at all. So I must say I was surprised that it booted up, but yep, the messed up screen. I cleaned the connector itself, I used a couple of different games, even the brand new multi-game cards. So I know for a fact that it wasn't the card itself, but no, it doesn't work. So the only thing we can do now is make a review. What the heck? Seriously, this is everything in this. Wow. Alright, so this is what we're going to get inside. As you can see over here, we have some smaller minor components. But basically there's one PCB for the input and the output signal, of the input for the power and output for the signal itself. The cartridge slot, of course, over here, and here we have the two connectors. Look at these wires, oh my god. These, oh man, this looks very cheap. So yeah, this is not to be compared with the original Nintendo products back at the day. This is just really old, horrible, crappy stuff. So there's nothing much to say, and as you can see over here, there are some little blobs. I was hoping there were some games on it, but it didn't show anything with or without cartridge. It's a little bit filthy inside, so I don't know what happened with this. So yeah. Right, so the only thing I can do at this point is putting it back together and put it on the shelf. So maybe next time, in the next review, I hope I'm going to get a non-broken one. I just wanted to show you what are we going to get. But I think with the Famicom clones, we all know, even before clicking on the video, is that most of the time it's not Nintendo quality, so it's most of the time pretty poor quality. It's pretty crappy. So it's a shame because I want to try out this controller, this D-pad. How did it play? Maybe I'm going to use the controller on a different system. It's very sturdy. Not bad at all. I have seen worse controllers that I break in two or in half because they are so flimsy. So that completes this video. Yeah, no gameplay this time. I hope you still enjoyed it. I want to thank you for watching. It would be great to have you here on the Wicked Family. So consider subscribing, hit the little bell, and that means I will see you in my next video.